What's up, the internet? Everybody, how's it going? You're all here for the same reason that we are. It's a day that there are two albums out. What a joyous occasion this is. I'm kind of baffled that we're doing this double feature tonight for Let's Listen. It's a first, and I am joined by, of course, Ryan Munz, aka MunzadetH, and Eric WK, also of MunzadetH in this particular application, and he's there with his sister. What year is it? A 79 Getty Lee.
73. The 73 jazz bass.
So that's your older sister then. Very fun.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, we got Kiss the Kids in the chat. You just made it. You didn't miss a darn thing. Just me babbling. Also, I see Larry Exaggerate. We got Pineass in chat. What's up, Ranja? What's up, Martial Art Band? Of course, we'll be talking to you later. Oh, and we just got a raid. ZD Major 7 with a party of 10. What's going on? Dang, it is a party already. Well, shit. Should we talk a little bit about why everybody is here today? Ryan, dude, the album that you just released today is freaking epic. It's oh my god, 7 tracks of Kickmaster music, a game that I'm relatively unfamiliar with, but maybe you can whet our appetites a little bit and tell us why the heck you decided to cover so much epic music from this pretty obscure NES game.
I don't know, because it's awesome. No, really, it was an idea I had back when some of you might be familiar with the Shatterhand album I put out many years ago. It seems like now 2016, it's 5.5 years ago. And I was actually considering for a little while combining it with Kickmaster and doing like a kick punch motif of sorts.
I was gonna say, like, are we gonna have like a trilogy here? Or are we gonna have like headbutts or something like that?
Game, yeah, and if I could find the soundtrack for it, I will. No, but then that turned out to be too much work, and like the Shatterhand stuff was just kind of coming to be more naturally as far as arranging it and getting it prepared for tracking and stuff. So put Kickmaster kind of on hold, and had 2 kids, moved to different places, a bunch of things in life, and it kind of just took the pandemic to I don't know, create enough free time for me to actually start, and enough nudging from Eric and nagging to get the album done. And I basically our trade that we had was I offered him this album in exchange for him doing the live show at Brew Game Fest next week. Do you remember that, Eric? That was the deal. Because he never wants to play live anywhere, and I always want to play live. So I kind of tricked him into it because he really wanted me to do this album for a long time. So he was a big force in kind of keeping me motivated and getting this album up and running, because it I don't know. I think I ran into a lot of just call it arranger's block, I guess. It's weird to call it writer's block because it's somebody else's composition.
You had kids.
Huh?
You had kids.
Well, yeah. But like, I was just like, I was dreading working on this album for so much because I just couldn't think of any like arrangement ideas that I was happy with. And I would just, it was just kind of, motivation was low for such a long time. But with some prodding from Eric and a lot of sort of creative input from people like Viking Guitar and Stemage and Ian Lucky, that's kind of what ended up giving it some more traction and pushing it across the finish line.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're all happy that it did, folks. By the way, it's out now on your Bandcamp, is it not? Oh shit, it's not MunzadetH. Yep. It's just Munz. So there's the link in the chat, everyone. It's Bandcamp Friday. Everything that you give to Ryan here, it's gonna go straight into his pockets. Today only, and every first Friday of the month. But yeah, get it while it's fresh. It's freaking epic, man. Like I got to listen to it, obviously, before just now. And yes, 5 hours remain. Thanks, Ian. Actually, I don't know if they go by Western time or what, but definitely get it before tomorrow. But yeah, I got a chance to listen to the music and to play the game for the first time because I've never played Kickmaster. I hear you didn't actually play Kickmaster at all either. until we started doing some tech tests for this show. Am I right about that?
Not only have I never played it, I've never played Shatterhand really. I've never really played a Kirby game. Uh, even though I was in Kirby Dream Band for like 9 years. Like I don't know, I'm a big imposter. I just
You
like
fake
it's
gamer girl.
it's funny too. Like and the other thing with like looping back to why Kickmaster, like um I think so much of like video game music covers is about nostalgia, and that's a big reason why I got into video game covers to begin with. But then after like a few years of doing that and getting more immersed in the scene and seeing how many people cover Mega Man and Mario and Metroid and all the big hits, uh, I think me and probably most of us in Kirby's Dream Band started getting drawn like deeper down the well of underappreciated, more obscure video game soundtracks. So I'm like completely in that realm now, where like I don't care about nostalgia at all when it comes to like what I want to cover. Like I just care about the quality and I guess not obscurity, but just like if I feel like the like justice hasn't been done to a particular soundtrack. Like I was thinking about like as an example, Marble Madness for the longest time, and then Stemage put out the perfect like Marble Madness album, and I was like, okay, that was way better than I would have done, and it was like the direction that I probably would have wanted to take it. So it's like, okay, that's off the list. I don't have to worry about it. But like,
Yeah.
uh,
The
with like
scene has that one
Shatterhand,
covered. Yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm drawn to. It's like those underappreciated game soundtracks that haven't been done the way I want them to be done yet. So whether I play them or not, it doesn't matter.
Oh man. But then like how did you come on Kickmaster? Like if you never played the game, was it just like, "Oh, I'm just going to look up NES OSTs. Oh, yeah, this one looks good. Let's go with that." No, like what was your selection process?
Man, that was so long ago. Eric, do you remember? Like, was this like on one of Kirby's Dream Band's spreadsheets back in the day?
I have no idea.
All right, good talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh, band spreadsheets. Oh boy, ask Alan
no,
about
I don't
that.
know. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I remember there was a Shiz thread where like it seems to be a thing on this thread that I started in the Shiz where like before my albums even come out, people were talking about what album I should do next, and I think that was a suggestion from Viking Guitar actually, like, oh, you should do Kickmaster, and then that may have been where I got the idea. I don't know. But we just have I don't know. Eric's like always sending me random uh, game soundtracks, and like we were doing that for years in Kirby's Dream Man. So I've probably heard and come across like most of these random game soundtracks, and then just it just so happens that Shatterhand and Kickmaster were the ones that kind of I don't know piqued my interest.
Yeah, they stuck, eh? That's awesome, man. All right. Let's see. Well, how much more do you want to get into before we start actually listening to some of these songs? Because I know you gave me a pretty good laundry list of talking points here, but we don't want to spread the conversation too thin. Oh, dude, the album art. Do you want to talk about the album art? I've got it here. Actually, maybe we should preface this with the actual NES album art, which is pretty legendary. It's just like the guy's crotch is front and center in this frame.
Red Eagle. Yeah, I mean, in case you didn't know, he was a kickmaster. There he is, mastering a kick.
Yeah, he's got unusually beefy arms for a kickmaster. You know, like he did not skip arm day with all of those leg days.
Yeah, that's true. I actually never noticed the arms. That's a good call, and the cape too. I don't know what he uses the cape for, but maybe we'll find out because you're gonna play the game live as we play the game, right? As
yeah,
we play the
yeah,
soundtrack.
definitely. Oh man.
So yeah, we'll find out. I was what I know about the game comes mostly from, and I know the question was about album art. Yeah, I've watched a couple playthroughs of like the sort of intro sequence, like the title sequence, where the whole plot is, I guess, divulged about some guy who's just really good at kicking, and he ends up helping avenge his brother just because he's good at kicking. No, I think the if you pull the album art back up, it's it's inspired by I think the title screen, like pause screen of the game, so where there's like the title, and then there's like this like floating island castle thing, and then I think there's those two gargoyles are from that screen as well. And then we kind of had Maiko, who did the art here and did a killer job.
Yes, you did.
She kind of subtly turned them into me and Eric, If you notice on the left, there's a guitar strapped to the back of that gargoyle, and on the right, there's drumsticks in the hands of that gargoyle. So
Oh, that is subtle. I'd never noticed
yeah,
that. Oh, wow.
yeah. It kind of it's continuing with the theme of with the Shatterhand album art. It's like it looks like I forget what screen it is from Shatterhand, but it's a similar thing. And then it's like I think it's drawn from the original like inspiration is like it's a Shatterhand guy punching another guy, and I turned it into me punching Eric. So if you look at the album art closely, like you see Eric's like old lip ring and like his headband, and I think he didn't realize it was him getting punched until I think a year ago, like 5 years after the album came out. So that was
Hold on,
fun.
I gotta look this. Gonna get this on. They can drag. Is OBS that friendly? Oh no. Because that Shatterhand album is freaking awesome. So yeah, there we go. Okay. So, oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very subtle. I think some of Eric's like tattoos are on there. This is Nate Horsfall that did this one.
Yeah.
I forget what I told him because I was like, make this me by putting my little pink headband from Kirby's Dream Man on me, and then I used to wear this pink wristband that said OMG on it,
Ah, yeah.
and so yeah, these are subtle like little Easter eggs. And then you can see like the headstock of my old brown Les Paul that I used to play all the time. Oh, and my fanny pack.
Yeah. Oh, gotta have the
Yeah,
fanny pack. That
all
is the
sorts of Easter
ultimate
eggs.
summer accessory.
I don't even know if I still have that. That'd be sad if I lost it, but yeah, no, I mean, it was a super easy process working with Maiko. I just kind of showed her a couple of the images from the game that I was thinking of might be cool, and she just kind of whipped that together, and it was awesome.
Yeah, dude. Knocked it out of the park. Absolutely. Here it is again for anybody who missed it. Yeah. Shit, man. And it's freaking awesome. I really want to get into some of this music. And like you said, we will be playing I almost said Shatterhand, but we're going to be playing Kickmaster live. We've got Telemelt loaded up here for anybody who's familiar, and anybody who's not. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's basically like an open, not open source, but like a public emulator that you can just like play early Nintendo and I think Genesis titles with your friends online for free. So we're gonna do that. Shatterfoot, yes, that's right. Shattershin, awesome. And Ryan, I think we wanted to line up the first 4 tracks of this album, correct?
Yeah, they kind of blend together, I think, pretty well. So like the first 2 are kind of introductory songs. Track 1 is actually the ending credits song from Kickmaster that I don't know. I kind of saw it 2 different ways. I saw it one way as like a kind of melancholy, chill acoustic arrangement, and then another as a I don't know, more epic arrangement. Spoilers for the end of the album, but so I kind of decided to bookend the album with it. So there's like a chill acoustic intro, and then we reprise it later with a more metal kind of anthemic yeah, interpretation of it. So it kind of goes that acoustic thing into the title screen song, which also kind of stuck out to me as like interpretable both ways. Is interpretable a word?
Interpretable, yeah.
Interpretable. Thank you. Um, yeah, and so like that turned into like I played it acoustic the first time through, and then it kind of builds into a more metal feel, and it feels like it felt like it kind of bridged the gap from the acoustic like intro song into like the more metal rest of the song, rest of the album. Um, and then it goes, and then the password entry song is the third track, which yeah, just kind of follows the sequencing of the game. And yeah, Grant Henry, Stemage, like just I kind of had a feeling with that song that if I just like repeated this like the same phrase over and over again, like what the password entry music does, that he just add stick layers and make it really interesting. And it's one of the cooler songs on the album, I think, and it's all because of what Grant did. And then and then those all kind of lead into like the first real song, which is the Witch's Forest Ship of Strife medley. Um, so yeah, I think that's a pretty good introduction.
Awesome.
Eric, what do you think?
I put myself on mute so you don't hear my cat eating. I think it's a good album.
There we go. Thoughts
Appreciate
from
it.
Eric.
Eric played drums.
It's pretty heavy and impossible to play live.
But you're
the
gonna
magic
do
of
it.
recording, anything's possible.
Awesome, cool. Well, I'm gonna do my best to play Kickmaster live, and folks, other than that, just enjoy MunzadetH's Kickmaster. Here we go. wow, that game is hard, and that music is also hard, and now I am hard. That was pretty freaking sick. I love the someone in chat mentioned it, but like the blend of like acoustic and electric going on, um, and dude, like that was a really solid way to open up an album, I think.
Thanks. Yeah. It's just I'm just sad that it's like halfway over already. It's like if it's the one thing I kept thinking when the album's coming together is like, man, like half the album feels like the beginning of the album. So it's like such a drawn out like build up, and then it's just like there's like 3 or 4 like heavy hitters, and then it kind of ends.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
thanks. That
the
was
heavy hitters are worth the build up, though. I have to say, just spoilers for anybody in chat, but no, definitely. Yeah, dude. And so we heard you and Erich. Who else are we crediting on the album? You said Stemage did some work as well.
so Stemage did some rhythm guitar on the title screen song and the password entry song that we just heard. That was tracks 2 and 3. Andre Beller played cellos on track 1, the intro, the ending intro. And Mike Montemurano played keyboards on Boss Medley, which is track 8. And then there's more Grant Henry on the last track, but we'll hear him twice more. But I think that's everybody that contributed.
Nice, yeah. And then I guess maybe we can take the opportunity to dive a little bit more into like that process and stuff like that, like the recording. Like did you have a similar situation to Monty where he took like 5 fucking years to record an album, or or is this like, oh, you put this all together within the past year kind of thing?
I mean, it was the arrangements that took the 5 fucking years. And the recording itself, like it took a long time. Like I'm really meticulous with my guitar and bass tracks, and like I really try to get every take like to my liking, and I'm really picky, and I'll record deep into the night in my own little room here, like without bothering anybody. So I feel like I could take as much time as I want. So that part took a while, but like it kind of like came together and had some momentum. Like once I got going with it, I think the things that took the longest were like the arrangements, and then getting Erich to practice and record. That took a while because he's always so freaking busy. But then once we actually like got together, like we had like 2 days in his like garage, whereas his little drum studio. So that was a little hectic, and he probably didn't practice enough, and we probably didn't know enough of what we were doing, and um, and then a lot of time was spent waiting for Simon Grove, who's the guy that actually mixed and mastered it. Who, the story with that was I'm just a big Pliny fan, and like intervals and like a bunch of those kind of proggy instrumental metal bands, and he's like the touring bass player for Pliny and I think another band, and he produces a lot of that stuff. And I kind of just hit him up out of the blue on his like website, I think, and we started just like going back and forth. I told him about the idea, and then we talked about how it might work, and he's like, so it kind of all came together. But he kind of delayed me a few times, like with other work that he had. Like originally I was expecting him to get to work on it in like July or something, and then it got pushed back, and then it ended up being like September. But I'm kind of glad it did, because like I was still kind of adding little things here and there, like as I was waiting for him. So it all worked out well in the end. But I forget your original question now. I've kind of
No, I mean, it was all like you're like, please go off on any tangents. Don't feel like the conversation has to be on rails or anything like that. But yeah, we were just talking about the recording process and the arrangement process in that as well, along with Simon Grove. Nice. Oh, 3 talking points. Bam, off the list. Frick yeah, man. Keeping it rolling. Should we queue up the next round of songs?
Sure. So we're gonna do 5, 6, and 7. So Belzed Medley. So there's, by the way, and back to the arrangement topic for a little bit. Like, there's no like I guess game related reason why these medley pairings came together the way they did. It's all just kind of what I felt made compelling like songs ideas. And that's kind of been like my my style with like video game covers in general. Anyway, like even if the game like soundtrack original material is like really strong on its own, to me it's not that exciting just to cover it like straight up. But I also don't want to like depart from it a ton, because I don't want to make it too much about what I'm doing to it. I want to kind of make it, I don't know, true to the composition and make it like a true I don't know, celebration of the original composition. So I kind of try to strike that balance, and so in an effort to kind of make a compelling like song structure, I'll kind of that's what took me so long, was like I was taking different like songs from the game and just putting them next to each other and seeing like if I can think of a transition between the two. And then like with that song we just heard, The Witch's Forest, like the idea came to like start with The Witch's Forest, then go into the Ship of Strife, and then transition back to Witch's Forest to end it. And there's a couple of times like that that we did on the album. So the Belzed song, which is what we're hearing next, is like there's two different songs that have, or two different levels in the game that have Belzed in the title. And Belzed, I guess, is like the witch, like the main antagonist of the game. So like there's Belzed's, I don't even remember now, Belzed's lair, Belzed's like haunted forest or something. I should know these better, but anyway, so like the two Belzed songs happen to go together musically, in my opinion. So I put those together, and note for Ryan Olsen, there's more Ebo in that song. Ryan Olsen loves Ebo. He taught me Ebo. And then it's a couple other kind of heavier ones. I don't think I need to say too much about those ones. Maybe we could talk about them afterwards. But I don't know. Eric, what's your favorite song of these three?
I like the Witch's Forest the most. It hits hard and it's nice and rocking.
Yeah, and that's actually the one song off this album that we're willing to attempt live at Brew Game Fest. I was thinking, oh great, we'll have this album done in time for Brew Game. We'll have all these songs to choose from to play live, and no, none of them are playable for us. We're not good enough.
Was there? I don't know how much you want to divulge here, but like, was there a lot of like comping and editing and stuff like that, or is it just kind of like you had to do too much punching in for it to be manageable?
Well, it's like, yeah, I guess it's like each part is playable, like each little segment. It's just like transitioning between the segments and then like keeping the band in sync enough to make it sound good is the hard part. And there's so many weird, and like this next song you'll hear, I do I have like a pitch shift pedal. It sounds like a whammy pedal or something. So it's like, it's just an added element of complexity where the game soundtrack like went above the range my guitar could do. So I use this like effect pedal to kind of get up there, and to try to do that live is a big pain. And then it goes back and forth. Like this song will have a
ghost.
The what?
It sounds like a screaming ghost.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Yeah. But like this song in particular has that going on. It has like me going back and forth between like tapping parts and like low parts and stuff. So it's a lot of kind of just hand position shifts that are really hard to do live.
I feel
a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, and a lot of splicing in when I recorded it. I'm not ashamed.
Awesome, man. Cool. Well, then let's get into it, folks. This is tracks 5 through 7 off of Tribute to Kickmaster, Belzed Medley, Bottomless, Crevasse of No Return, and Across the Swamps. Enjoy. Dang, that game is very hard. He refuses to use any of his other limbs, and I think that's to his detriment. Yeah, but dude, you have clearly displayed excellent use of your limbs in performing those songs, dude. There was some really trippy shit going on in those 3 songs. Damn.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, tell me enough about the album. Tell me about this game. Like, what are your thoughts? What's your review so far?
What's my? Well, it's freaking hard. It's really interesting though. I don't know, like, why it wasn't more popular. Like, it's a solid game. The gameplay is all really great. I guess I'm experiencing the I'm really feeling the lack of like a user manual, because I feel like there are more powers at my disposal that I'm not using. Like, but like, yeah, like all the controls are pretty solid. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just it feels like a bit of a hidden gem, because I mean, to me, because I'm obviously not aware of it until now.
Have we figured out what all these things are? Like those items you keep picking up are?
No, I feel like obviously some of it is for my MP. I don't know how to use my spells. Some of it is XP for like leveling up and stuff. There's like hit points that I can gain. There's some of those skulls that just do damage to me. It's kind of funny just to watch all of your enemies explode into multiple items. That's a beauty you don't see in a lot of games. Yeah, it's a good challenge though. It's kind of weird because last week we had Shred Nobi on the channel here, and we were playing, like, I was playing Shinobi 3 for the first time, and so it was like, oh sweet, I've got like, you know, a dash or something like that, like I can double tap to run and stuff like that. So I'm like still trying to get used to not having those kind of conveniences in input and stuff like that. But yeah, no, like I said, this is a pretty solid game. I definitely want to give it a serious try here and see if I can get past this next boss before the end of the night. Yeah, man. Well, what are your thoughts on the game? Because you haven't played it either.
It looks hard. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little scared to try. I don't think I would fare well. People are saying potions give you magic refills, and like you can level up to get better kicks. I don't know. It's tough.
I don't know about that specific comment. That sounds like a troll. You gotta level up to use
I don't
more
know what
kicks.
to believe.
Oh man. Yeah.
Not more kicks, better kicks.
Better kicks. Okay. He has better kicks? I mean, he's the kick master. I'm just using level 1 kicks at this point, but he probably does. I'm sorry for doubting you, chat. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry, HPG Valence. Oh my gosh. 100% serious to beat this game 3 weeks ago. Oh, dang. Yeah, you're fresh off the boat then.
Get him in
I
here.
probably used that incorrectly, but you're fresh off the game in any case. That's awesome. Knee jump is very strong. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll use your tips to the best of my ability when we get into the last segment of the music here. But yeah, what more do you want to say about those last 3 tracks that we heard there, Ryan?
What do we do? 5, 6. Yeah. I don't know. I think I will mention, this is the nerdiest thing. I keep talking about the EBO because like I'm a little excited about it. It's my first time ever using it. And like the EBO has, I don't know how many people know about EBOs, but there's like 2 modes on it. There's like normal and then there's harmonic mode. And I don't know. I don't really know what that means, but I used them both in that last song, the Across the Swamp song. I kind of went normal, and then to spice it up the second time around, I went harmonic. And the whole time I was just like, Ryan Olsen and only Ryan Olsen will appreciate this. So I hope he did.
Yeah, it looks like it. He says he's glad you're excited about it. Oh my god.
Oh, Eric, did you like the EBO?
I thought it was cool.
Cool. Yeah,
and
I like
back to
tossing
mute.
Eric
There we go.
because I know he has nothing to say.
His 2 cents, yeah. Thanks for weighing in, Eric. It's nice to have you here all the same, man. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, which album do you prefer, this or Shatterhand?
I don't know. I like the production of this one more, but I like the music in Shatterhand more.
All right, there you go, folks. There's nothing left to look forward to. You should just go and get Shatterhand, clearly.
Yeah.
Sorry for wasting your time. We're going to shut everything down now. Oh, wait, no.
But they both shred very hard. But it's like kick Shatterhand. You just can't like deny how awesome Shatterhand is. That's like a 1 in a million game for soundtracks.
I actually agree, and yeah, to build off that, like that's kind of why it came more naturally and why I put it out first. It's just like the soundtrack is just so good, and it just kind of felt like it made itself in a lot of ways. Whereas like, yeah, I think on the face of it, I prefer the original soundtrack of Shatterhand, but like while I'm so proud of the Shatterhand album, I'm like borderline more proud of, I guess I don't know, the kind of maturity it took from like I don't know being able to make stuff, make this kind of thing it required to make the Kickmaster album, and like how long I was kind of stuck on trying to figure out how to make it good enough for my tastes. So I'm kind of like more proud of like I don't know the problems I had to solve, I guess you could say, for this Kickmaster album than I was on the Shatterhand album. But overall, yeah, I also kind of agree with Eric that the Shatterhand music is pretty killer and hard to top.
Definitely. Sorry, I'm just modding Chris Taylor so he can share a PDF. There we go. Oh, he's sharing the manual here. Oh my god. So helpful. Oh my god. All right, what do we got here? Press select to activate your current magic power. Wow. Okay, I will definitely use some magic right out of the gate when we get back to the gameplay here. Oh, and here's a breakdown of all the items. Okay, heart, EXP coin, jewel adds 100 points to your score. Okay, well, score is basically useless. We all know that. Magic. A medium experience coin. Okay. Poison, magic large. Okay, cool. Fighting moves, high kick, sweep kick, vertical press kick, knee drop, level 1. Okay. I got to do my knee drop more, I think. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, but dude, Brian, we're nearing the end of the album. We only have 2 more tracks left. So what are we gonna preface all of this by saying?
So track 8 is Boss Medley. So yeah, just a medley of 2 different boss songs. I think there's a song that plays every time, I believe, and Chris Taylor could probably correct me. I think there's the same song that plays every like boss you play along the way, and then there's like a final boss song when you get to the final Belzed song. I think that's how it is, but I made a medley of those 2, and both songs. I think both songs, at least one song has just like this arpeggiating fast thing going on, that it was too hard on guitar, so I recruited Monty to play it on his fancy keyboards, and yeah, it kind of gave it a cool Vic Viper vibe, or instrumentation vibe at least, and I was really happy with how his tone that he chose for his keyboard part kind of blends with my guitar on the other side, so that's pretty cool, and that's a really short track. Actually, it's not that short; it's 2.5 minutes. And then, which is long for me, I guess. And then the reprise of the ending theme, which is the kind of the big epic anthemic interpretation of the ending song that we did the acoustic rendition of at the very beginning. So yeah, it'll start acoustic and then kind of build. And this is one where I was stuck on the most because like this is my favorite song on the soundtrack. I'm a big sucker for ending credits songs that are just, I don't know. Eric's the same way. Just they're heartfelt, they're emotional, they're celebratory. They're just got all the feels, and I assume melodic and stuff. So, just like yeah, like the ending credit song on Shatterhand is my favorite song on that track, also on that soundtrack also. But yeah, Grant actually had a really genius idea where I was stuck trying to think of a way to like make it sound more epic when the instruments come in. The original is in 3/4, and he had the idea of kind of stretching it out into a 4/4. So you'll hear the acoustic sort of intro of this track starts in 3/4 like the original, and then when it gets more epic, it kind of spaces out a little bit into 4/4 and kind of just gives it like the exact feel I was looking for that I felt was missing originally. Just like everything kind of just, I don't know, just grooves a little bit more. And then And Ian Lucky actually had a really good idea about that I incorporated because I was just reaching out to everybody for like creative input on this stuff to kind of give like there's a middle part where everything kind of pauses and it just becomes like hits and it sounds like a very like I don't know stadium anthem like type of vibe with like big tom fills and stuff. So I'm really happy with how it came together.
Fuck yeah, I'm really excited for everybody to hear it too. Yeah, so I guess without any further...
Wait,
Oh,
one more
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Eric, can you comment on this situation with Alan hitting your drums? I'm curious what the background is.
I just like starting shit with Alan.
Yeah. He's good for it.
Also, his mom is a really good cook.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out for Alan's mom. Where can I get...
Dude, she'll fucking make you a mean lumpia and turn you into a lumpia. It's delicious.
Oh my god. Yeah, lots of love for Alan's mom. Yeah, cool. All right. Well then, unless there's more to say. What? Shout out Josh's mom? What?
Josh's mom?
What the hell is that? Josh's mom is also a streamer? Oh my god. We're not getting into this.
What is she streaming?
What? I don't know.
What is your mom streaming?
No, actually.
Is she streaming Tokimeki Memorial?
What's that?
Is she streaming Tokimeki Memorial? One or two?
I don't know what either of those are.
Oh, Chris, tell her a man about Tokimeki Memorial.
I'll wait. We're just gonna stall everything for this. No. They're dating sims. Okay, yeah, no. I guarantee you that that my dead mom is not playing either of those games on stream. But that's wonderful. Oh god. Yeah. Anyways, I'm good with it.
I supposed to know that. I was just following Jer.
I know. It's all good, man. It's all good. Actually, I have a very tragic but funny story that I'm not going to share on stream, but but yeah, it's all good and understood. Folks, we're going to get on with the rest of the album here. This is, again, I'm just going to drop the link in chat so that everyone can go and get Munz's new album over on Bandcamp today so that he gets those max funds, yo. And we're going to finish off the album here with his boss medley and the ending reprise, and I'm going to try and beat this freaking boss. If that all times up, it's a success. So thank you everybody so much, and enjoy. Well, I didn't quite beat anything. That's a friggin' hard game. Yeah, Jesus Christ. But you definitely defeated all of us in our ear holes with your incredible music, Ryan. Thank you for that, dude. What a beautiful way to end the album too. Yeah, claps. Everyone's cheering in chat. Wonderful all around. Yes, thank you. W's? What's the W's for? I have questions.
I don't know, but they're gonna keep coming, I think.
Cool. All right, W's in chat. Let's do it.
I'm anxiously awaiting the.
I think it's wins.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Win. Okay.
Win. A winner. A winner is Ryan, not me today. No.
Wiener. Ryan's a wiener.
Ryan's a wiener. Yes, a wiener is Ryan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude.
Well, no, yeah, thanks so much for the kind words, and I really appreciate everybody coming out for the listening party, and especially thanks to Erich for being my kind of
Muse.
confidant, muse,
Muse.
motivator, all the above. This album wouldn't have happened without you. So much thanks. And
what's next?
Yeah, I don't know. Why can we
Gimmick?
just soak in the glory of this one for one more minute?
Gimmick, and then TMNT3.
Okay, maybe. There's some good suggestions in that Shiz thread. I'll have to check out some of those.
Airbonk. There's a ska song in Airbonk.
I think Bonk's a good suggestion. It's the headbutting that we all need to round out your trilogy here.
Yeah, I think Andre had it right. I mean, the FIFA is like really the only game where heads are like use that extensively. So we could kind of define all those songs as headbutt songs if we really want to. But then what? What's after head? Do we go like? I mean, are there other body parts that are used as weapons?
Do like, I don't know, butt slam or something. Butt Slam, the album by MunzadetH. Yeah, there you go. You don't have to credit.
We do Booger Man. He uses his farts.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not above it.
Anybody who's like focused on a single way of fighting, like Kickmaster, couldn't use another body part to save his life. So, yeah, just like as long as it's a character who's like, I've got one method, one trick pony. That's all I need. That's the music you got to cover. Okay,
I'll be on the lookout.
The guy who uses his elbows.
There's oh god, I remember playing Street Fighter 3 Alpha, like a junior high thing, like an arcade at the convenience store across the street, and we would go and play that. And I think it's Adon, who's like all elbows and knees and stuff like that.
And he's like Muay Thai or something.
Yeah. I loved
that real Muay Thai. Just all elbows.
Yeah, all joints. Yeah, all joints.
Oh wait, before we close out, we are playing live for anybody in the Southern California area, and you're coming, right, Josh?
I sure am. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be hosting. That's gonna be freaking awesome, man. Yeah. MunzadetH live.
2 weeks from today. Or no, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
From tomorrow, yes. That's on the Saturday. That's going to be October 16th. Gosh, I had the poster up in front of me here. Let me just get it. But for anybody watching who's in the Southern California area who doesn't know about this, I don't know who you are. But yeah, MunzadetH is going to be playing with Kirby's Dream Band, Extra Lives, Shrednobi, Final Boss Brass Band. The Tonberries. I'm really excited to see that project. That's going to be lots of fun. Surfle Jerks, Proto Magnon, hosted by yours truly. Yeah, and it's going to be a rad time. I'm so happy. That's going to be like my first live concert experience on this side of the Panini Press.
Wait, what was the last band you said?
What's that?
What was the last band you said?
The Surfle Jerks or Proto Magnon.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I don't know. I think I saw the announcements. It's like a caveman thing. But yeah, that's all I've seen. I mean, I haven't seen much of the Tonberries either. But that's a new project with I believe Ian and Cece and a couple other good folks. I haven't seen Final Boss Brass Band either, actually. yeah, so there's going to be lots of new ones on there for me. Yeah, should be a good time.
Yeah, a little scary. It's the first time we've attempting to play any of these songs live. It's gonna be mostly Shatterhand stuff, but it'll be Eric on drums, Andre on bass, and Jake on other guitar. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
They have beer, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. It's at a brewery,
Drown
so
our
we're
sorrows.
covered. Yeah.
I mean, we've rehearsed twice now, and it didn't go terribly. Like I think it was okay.
We're all basically almost 40, so we should be good at instruments by now.
I don't know. Yeah, but we're attempting like Shatterhand and stuff, and it's not easy live. But
We have Andre. He's our good luck charm. We just rub his tummy between every song.
that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Josh, what's your like? Are you gonna tell jokes between bands, or like what's your role? Like what's the plan?
Yeah, I don't know. Tristan at the brewery asked me to come down and be a host, and I guess Ian thought that was agreeable. So yeah, I'm just gonna basically be my asinine self and try to tie the show together. I don't like, have like a list of jokes written on my hand that I'm gonna go off of or anything like that. But I'll try and keep it amusing and lively and just enjoy myself. It's a great honor to be invited down, so I'm really happy with that. It's nice. Gonna be lots of fun.
I'm excited. I've never met you in person, so it'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of odd to think about.
I know. I know you've like toured with what?
You never met Josh before?
No, like all his tours with Kirby's Dream Band were after my time.
Wild.
Yeah, it feels like I should know him like personally and have hung out with him in person, but oddly it hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened yet. We'll correct that. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Yeah, Brew Game Plus for everybody. I think Tristan might even plan to stream that if that's at all possible for anybody who's unable to be there geographically. If you are in the area, you don't have any excuse, of course. But yeah, I don't know what else. What can we say to close this wonderful listening experience that you've given us, Ryan?
Just thank you. This album meant a lot to me. It was a long time coming, a lot of hard work and frustration and sweat and tears went into it. So yeah, thank you to everybody that took part, and thanks to everybody that's showing up here to show some appreciation. And I'm glad people seem to enjoy it.
Definitely, I'll echo
It
that.
could have been worse.
Was that?
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
All right, let's end it on that. It could have been worse, everyone. All right, yay! I
have one final thought. Martial arts album kicks ass, and the video is amazing. So if anybody hasn't seen it, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, definitely. Folks, we're not done yet. We have another album to listen to on the first ever Let's Listen double feature. I'm excited for this. And Eric, Ryan, you guys have been a lot of fun to be on chat with as usual. Looking forward to seeing you all in person, but I would just want to thank you again for being on here tonight. And let's give it up for Martial Art, everyone. I'm gonna get ready with them, and say goodnight, Ryan and Eric. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Josh.
You bet. All right, see you guys in a bit. Bam! What's going on, everybody? Thanks for sticking around. We have live in studio. I felt like I wanted to say that more than it's real, but we have nonetheless members of martial art. Of course, we've got Jeffrey Roberts, Mikhail Ivanov, and Kev Ramon. Did I say that right? Did I fuck up your last name, Kev?
Yes,
Or
there's a G in there. It's Ragone.
Ragone.
You're very close.
Yeah, thank you.
You're one of the Ramones.
Yeah. Oh man, there it is. Yeah, sorry. I just need to have the credits in. God, because your lineup is ever changing. Martial art. I gotta give you a little bit of a dig on that, but but lovely all the same. And kudos to you, Jeffrey, for being here. I understand you're dealing with some illness of some kind.
Yeah, something just came out a couple of hours ago, and I've been feeling it really crappy. But powered through. Had to be here for this. So, and I couldn't miss Munz's album. Like that's like a piece of art. So,
Definitely. Not quite martial art, but Munza art.
Munza art.
Awesome.
Which one?
Yeah.
I think
we're- Oh,
I think
sorry.
we got to give more credit to Mikhail for showing up. It's like 6 a.m. for him there now. So
Yeah, dude. You got your coffee at hand, I hope.
Well, I'm hoping to go back to sleep after that, so just drinking tea.
All right. Well, we
Well,
gotta rush through this then, so that you can get back to sleep.
No. Take your time.
It's all good, man. Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
certified fresh. It's all good.
Oh my god. Yeah, and of course the reason we're all here is you guys dropped a lovely album today, called The Darkest Timeline, live in isolation. Now, why would you pick a title like that for a recent release in these times?
oh, like the title,
It's
we actually
man.
yeah, like we actually came up with this title like probably in like 2019. So before things really took the turn that they did. So I don't know. Like
It was the title of our live set from MacFest 2020. So like we are going to do the bunch of originals and like I don't know. So like it was the concept of the live show. Like let's imagine the alternate universe where everything is even worse that in reality. So like I don't know, ecology is more screwed. Like cops are more brutal and stuff like that. And it was supposed to be like the concept performance, like with all the like pretty grim material and like videos of like some current events, like protest breakdowns and like ecology catastrophes and stuff like that. And it kind of worked out like that, but maybe not perfectly, but it still was pretty solid show. And Gladys herself, Ellen McLean, came to see us, and it was like a fucking wonderful surprise.
yeah, actually,
Yeah,
if you
but-
look at the photo that we posted after the show of the
Yeah.
band up on the stage,
Got it.
you could see Ellen McLean in the audience, like in the front row, beaming and smiling, and it just like kind of made our day when we spotted it in the photo.
Yeah, I mean, like because we had some technical issues, and they like really were driving me crazy. But like halfway into the show, I'm just like looking into the audience, and she's waving at me. It was- okay.
And you specifically
got
like,
better, like,
hi,
immediately.
friend.
Because like I just
Beacon of light in the darkness.
Yeah,
because I went to meet her for autograph sessions, and she's very nice to everyone. She was like singing to the line of people, like singing "Still Alive," just like to people who were standing to get their like things signed, and she was actually asking what I was doing because I had the guest badge. So I said, "We got this little show. Here's a flyer. Do you want to take it?" And I was just like, I was like really like, I was sure she was just being nice because she's a nice person, but she actually came to the show, and that was amazing. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, what a story.
So anyway, back to the darkest timeline. I mean, things
That was the brightest
definitely went
timeline.
sour after that show, and like everyone knows how it went. But so yeah, this concept kind of like did not go away. So I don't know, like we were invited to play like a stream show, and we decided to like dig this concept out and like do pretty much the thing we did with the Ultimate, just like make the kind of definitive version of that show, because yeah, that sucks when we in our homes, but we have a lot of control what we're doing, and we can like fix up our screw ups and do the um like perfect version of that show, even though like we didn't do the visual stuff this time, but I don't know, you still can pretty feel it, the darkness. Am I right?
Yeah.
The music in this set is probably the most intense of all of our material. Like, and like the live performance aspect of it, like having Kev's on drums and the extra guitar layers added in, it just like it adds like a whole new intensity to this material. And like I'm so goddamn stoked with this
Yeah,
album.
I mean, Kevin totally kills it on the drums. I mean, some of our stuff like isn't easy at all, because
Like
I mean,
Kev did these songs that were written with no intention of a real drummer ever even approaching them whatsoever, and just
and
played them
sometimes not
top to
intentional
bottom.
live instrument whatsoever.
Yeah,
know
they're
what I
not
mean?
exactly conventional conventional compositions that I'm used to, but yeah, I mean, I think they're great songs, and I just kind of listened to them ad nauseum until like I internalized them, and then we got to play them at Magfest. I got to live it, and I'm glad we got to do it again for the stream because, like Mikhail was saying, we had a little technical difficulties on the Mag stage, which anybody who's played that stage knows it can happen. So this was a good chance for redemption.
Yeah. I don't know, like
So
kind of felt this time. I was listening to the album later, and like a friend asked me like what's it sounds like, and I was like, at this point I would call it emo post rock. So yeah, it's very emotional performance, I think.
Not in like an angsty teenage way though. Like
Yeah.
I think you're addressing some very adult and mature themes with the soundscapes and material that you're introducing, like your sound bites and things like that. I think it's not like that adolescent kind of fury. You're like you're definitely capturing some very mature darkness.
Yeah, I mean, funny that you said it, because like the first songs that on the album, like some of the riffs, basically it was like, let's do kind of like Slipknot kind of vibe, but with synth. So that's what we did. I mean, I think like our later material is very straightforward in a way. Like it still has like all the weird shit, time signatures and stuff, but in a way it's also kind of very direct and like non-compromising, like banger. You know what I mean?
Did you get Kev to like go upside down for a drum solo or anything like that?
that's
On the
for our
live,
next
we tried to rig that up at Magfest, but they couldn't even get the sound right, so we didn't want to have them turn me upside down. But
you don't want to have
at home I couldn't really.
for that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, at home I didn't have enough room in the basement to do that, so I kept it horizontal.
Oh my gosh.
like that's something I kind of want to get into. Like in a way, we adhered to like the limitations of a live show for these recordings, right? Like we didn't like overdub everything. Like everything is like a straight up live performance. So what you're hearing on this album is what we'd be capable of producing live in an optimal environment. Like we didn't get ridiculously fancy with like fixing all the mistakes. And I mean, like yeah, there's a couple punch-ins here and there and things like that, but for the most part, this is a straightforward live recording with no extra fanciness, and it's very atypical for us. Like if you've heard Ultimate aside, if you've heard any of our other albums or any of our other work, there's a fuck ton of production and a fuck ton of layering, and like like one song will have 7 simultaneous guitar parts, and the chips will be processed to the nines. And for this, we just said, you know what? Let's take what we can do live and put it on a record or put it in a video. And
Even just
yeah.
like having just 2 guitar tracks is very unconventional for us.
Oh, but there's something. I think that there's something very sincere about that, and it kind of also speaks to the themes that you're addressing too, like the Darkest Timeline, where we don't have 7 guitar tracks. You know, like, oh no, we can only have 2. This is Darkest.
It's got like it's got a little bit of like a punk aesthetic to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Alan says, raw. It's definitely some raw martial art, but yeah, it makes it that much more powerful and genuine. Yeah, and unlike Munz's album, you have presented video recordings, edited meticulously and wonderfully, I must add, of your performance, similar to what you did for Ultimate. And so I won't be playing The Darkest Timeline, the video game.
You're gonna get that even more than a Kickmaster, Josh. So that game will destroy you. So.
Oh man!
What would the Darkest Timeline video game be? Just like a series of game over screens, like.
Yeah, you died. You have died. Over and over again.
Supercut. Yeah.
Just like
supercut of death animations.
You know, sitting at home working.
Sit at
pretty
home
much
and working.
like last year.
What was that game? It was like Hidashi's Challenge or something like that for the NES, and it was like I totally butchered whatever Japanese name that is, but that's basically it. It's like a series of mundane tasks for Takeshi's Challenge. There, thank you, Liar Exaggerate. Yeah, where you're just like start your game at like your job or something like that, and like have to like quit and like go home to your wife and like have a divorce or something like that. Like it's just
really.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. That
I
might be.
kind of want to play that game.
Yeah.
Early business sim.
Like he kind of wasted the opportunity for a joke, but anyway, like Darkest Timeline, the game is Animal Crossing New Horizons.
That's the lightest timeline. Oh man. Yeah, guys. Do you want to like discuss any more about the songs that we're going to get into? You kind of have divided this this presentation into 2 parts.
Let's just go right into the music.
Yeah.
There's not very much to say. Like we don't need to talk about like what inspired the songs or anything like that. Just get into the music.
We can do this during the break. So yeah, I mean, like, I think like people got enough of lovely mugs. So
I love chatting.
It speaks for itself.
Video is a live performance video.
And we're going to be listening to the first 4 tracks of the album first, and they are "Welcome to the Darkest Timeline," very welcoming song. "Goodbye Oil Age," "Martial Art Part the Third," and "They're Like Locusts." Yeah. Any final thoughts before we get into it here, folks?
Just enjoy the music.
Let's fucking go.
Fucking go. All right. Enjoy, folks. We'll see you on the other side.
One of these days, you're going to mature and you're going to realize that things aren't equal and that your utopian society that you created in your mind in your youth isn't sustainable.
Wah! Wah! My brain. That's the sound that my brain makes when it explodes from beautiful music such as we just heard. Get some pause in the chat. Oh my god, lots of compliments in the chat and lots of compliments backstage as well. I gotta compliment everybody, of course. I mean, the drum work, Kev, freaking awesome. I love all of your fills and the grooves and the way you just tied everything together. Jeffrey, of course, like your chiptune work, man, like tones you used and the melodies that you've created, and Mikhail, of course, your awesome post-rock guitar, dude. Like you just kind of like put a blanket over everything and just made it cozy. You know, like if we're gonna accept our fate, we might as well have some warm blankets over top, and that's what your guitar made me feel. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you so
definitely.
much.
And of course,
Darkest Timeline doesn't seem too bad, you know?
yeah,
With that cozy guitar.
and that soundtrack, yeah,
Aw.
definitely.
Well, I mean, like we learned last year, the Darkest Timeline is actually just Tenet. Doing nothing.
Here we are.
Again, playing Animal Crossing. Yeah. Oh, is Corey joining in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, do we get Corey?
Yeah,
Yes.
he got me.
Oh my God, graced by the man himself.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you for being safe.
Yo.
Yo, yo.
Such a
You're inside. Are you still there?
Hey!
Yeah, I
Just walking
literally just
home?
clocked out. I literally just clocked out for work.
Dude, awesome. Well, welcome.
Are we live right now?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we're all live. Yes,
Mhm.
you are live. Hi, say
Say
hello.
hi to the
Yes.
chat.
I didn't. I still got work funk on me. I look like shit. What's going on?
Not much. We just finished the first half of the album, or the first video portion of the album. So we listened to the first 4 tracks. There were comments about how you're rocking out during a specific spot. I can't remember which song. Which song was that?
Nice.
Oil Age.
Goodbye,
Nice.
LH.
Yeah, I know I just had a swear. I don't remember if this is a
You can
PG-13
swear. We're not doing the bonus stage concert thing, so you can speak freely, sir. Speak
Awesome,
freely, private.
awesome.
Yeah.
We're in the Darkest Timeline, man.
Yeah, all the swears.
Yep. All the swears. All the swears.
Express yourself.
Are we gonna accompany you on your drive home from work?
Possibly. I might just chill in my car. I might drive. Just depends on how I feel.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll do it live, man.
This is
It's
so
all-
candid.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love
Really,
that.
field
I love-
report from Corey. I love it.
Yeah.
The realness.
Yeah, man. Did you experience the darkest timeline at work today?
I work retail, so that's a fact of life.
Oh,
You know,
man.
all the time.
That's a yes.
Major respect. Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I'm so unprofessional right now.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's
dude.
perfect.
No, you're very pro. It's cool.
We just want to have everything super casual, super comfortable, so that we get genuine responses when we talk about things, right? Yeah. Do you guys have anything else that you want to say about the first 4 tracks on the album?
Well,
I just want to say on that last number that we just heard, fucking Kev. Like, wow.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that song.
When we talked at the beginning about like writing songs that had no intention of ever being performed live with a real drummer, prime example right there. And
Was
Is
not
this
supposed to be
Locusts?
yeah,
black.
I knew it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The song doesn't make any sense, but I managed to get through it with a lot of practice.
If you got like math rock brain, like it makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah, all those moments that don't follow the time signature for no reason. Yeah,
Oh, there's a reason.
make total sense.
Yeah, that's how we did it.
Oh,
So, yeah,
the
like,
thing
Thank
is,
you.
yeah, the thing is, I can't imagine that song any other way now. Like that is in my head with you on drums. That is the definitive version of that song. So
Absolutely.
Thanks.
kudos to you.
It's a lot of fun, and I don't want to spoil it, but I kind of wing it every time. So like, if that's the definitive version. If we ever play it again, it's going to be different.
But the thing is, like though, like the fact that you can wing it and come out with that, oh, man, that's a testament to you and your ability. So
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I like to keep it exciting. Like I know how that song goes, but I don't necessarily know how I want to drum it every time, you know? So I might react to something you guys play or I don't know, but yeah, I'm glad we captured that one.
Yeah, I try
Good take. Got a good take.
I try like I
George
try to
said
do
in
like
the
those
chat,
triplets.
sorry. Yeah, like George said in the chat, the reason for it, for the time signature changes is the reason is to be dark. So yeah. So yeah, like these first songs are kind of the darkness part of the set. So it's like just going from shade to even more shade. Like, I mean, like when we were playing, like the second song was like kind of about the ecological failure, and like that's like hence the Greta sample, and the last one was just like all like kind of like the police brutality thing. So like it has some samples from Hong Kong and like Ukraine protests and like just riot police beating down people and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, when we played it at MagFest,
yeah,
when we played at MagFest, you showed some of that footage, right?
yeah.
There's that footage kind of going on behind us.
Yeah, police crackdowns and things like that. It's
I mean,
actually
like
kind of intense to watch.
like last year,
Yeah.
kind of give even more footage like that, like in all our countries. So yeah, so what I'm saying is just like now, like there was like it wasn't like that when we were writing the songs, but like when we were structuring the set, it was like kind of a theme behind every song. So the Welcome to the Darkest Timeline is kind of like introduction to this alternate reality when everything is just like even more shit, and Goodbye All Age is like ecology, catastrophe. Martial Art Part 3 is kind of like about this generational divide and like this ideological divide between people and how it kind of like sets all apart, and like everybody's kind of feel isolated even in their own homes because like all this I don't go way too political, but like how like just people feels very different about like some certain topics, and it becomes kind of like the divide like between families and friends. So that's why there is like this okay boomer thing. It's also very funny, but it's kind of the topic of that song. And the last one is about the violence that's kind of becomes the driving force like in the state and in government like all over the world, like because I live in Russia, like, and we have like the very violent system here, but then I look to America and it's all the same, and it's kind of it makes me really fucking mad. So yeah, sorry, just like this is a very angry set, and this is how we channel our anger, like in fuzzy post-rock tones, I guess. So and like the next part of the set is kind of be more optimistic because it's kind of our answer to how we're gonna fight that. So
Well, and that's a natural segue, I feel, because one of the things you wanted to make sure we brought up is that you are supporting some charities as well.
yes.
Namely the ACLU, of course, wonderful, and the Sisters Center that I'm going to drop a link for in the chat. Can you tell us a little bit more, just because I'm a bit of a pleb, about the Sisters Center?
Okay, so it's Russian like nonprofit that's helps the victims of sexual violence and domestic abuse. So I have a friend who works there, and it's like it's the topic I feel very strongly about, and because and yeah, like being non-profit and supporting like causes like that is not an easy thing in Russia because there's like zero government support, and actually they kind of crack down on non-profits a lot, and it's becoming a trend lately. So yeah.
Yeah, don't tell anybody over there that Bonus Stage is a non-profit, please.
I mean, yeah, like I mean, I mean, like the
I know.
the funds and organizations that like deals with topics like that. Normally, the state should deal with like domestic abuse and stuff like that. But well, good luck going to police with this kind of stuff. So it's good that there are people who doing this kind of help, but they kind of haven't had time themselves because the government, like the state doesn't do anything about that, and they kind of do a lot of things to make their work harder. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think given the themes and the messages that inspired the album, it only made sense to try to push some of the resources that we're getting back into positive causes. We're just wanted to channel some of what we're doing here into a actual positive force.
Yeah.
You guys are just donating portions of your album sales then?
Yes, exactly.
Well, then now is a good time to go and get that album, everybody. Martial Art. There's the link in the chat, so you can grab the Darkest Timeline. We're only halfway through it. But before we get into the next half, I also want to make sure that people are able to invite themselves into the new minted martial art Discord channel.
Hey.
What's up? Open up this chat pit. What's going on? We're gonna. I don't know what kind of fun discussion.
We finally have a Discord channel. Hello, fellow kids.
Yeah, we've been using this for our own internal band chat now for almost a year, maybe even two. I forget when we started using it, and
it was a continuation of like Facebook group chats. It just made more sense to do Discord.
Yeah, and just like the flexibility of it made so much sense for us to switch there, and like eventually it kind of just became like a place for us to hang out and chat to, like where we're sharing new music with each other and things like that, and just talking about it like random shit as much as we are talking about the work that we're doing, the music we're doing. So it just kind of made sense to see if we can open that up to some people and get some other friends in there.
Yeah,
we're kind of just like doing it on a whim without too much preparation and forethought, but it's something fun. We'll see how it works.
You gotta have a Discord nowadays,
Yeah, exactly. It's part of your branding, right? Yeah, Facebook pages are yesterday. You need to have the Discord.
Good at managing things. So yeah.
The farther away you can get from Facebook, the better off you are anyway.
Hey, fucking man, to that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Platform. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we can get into the second half of the album then.
Cool. Yes. Anything that we want to preface this this final section with?
Is this the half that
you
has
could...
the epic pick throw? Did
Yes.
we already see that?
No, that's we're starting off with Driller now. So pay attention to Corey at the very end of this next song. It's just like a perfect one in a million take that he caught.
And I was so like, Driller isn't like one of the harder songs for me to play on rhythm, but for whatever reason that night I was just having so much trouble with it. So that was like a few takes in, and I was getting frustrated. So like, I am into it by the second half of it, and like I am just doing the victory lap on my guitar, going nuts on it, and I throw my fucking pick, and it looks like I'm just showmanship, but really I'm frustrated, and I'm relieved that I finally got through that song. So,
but we all did a first take. What?
Yeah.
I thought this was all first takes.
All first take. Like,
it's electional live.
You nailed that. You nailed that first take.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of nailing, like he threw that pick and like it makes fucking contact with the camera lens, right? Like you couldn't have asked for more perfect than that.
Oh my god!
Highlight of the whole set, the pick throw.
And not all of our friends, chiming in on part 5. This is me for picking the lens. That's the...
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you want to preface all the the collaboration?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. So in the last 2 weeks of preparing this video and the set, like after everything else was recorded, we decided to make this even more work for me, and we put out an open call to like Facebook and our friends and all that, and asked people to contribute a video of them singing and playing along to our song Part 5, which when we play live at in-person shows, we always encourage people to sing along, and it kind of became like a part of the song that if we perform it on video with just the 4 or 5 of us, it wouldn't be the same without something. And like rather than just like fly in like old takes and stuff like that, we decided that we'll make something new, make something fresh, and we got something like I think it's so close to like 35 people sending in video takes, and I had and every take, every video got used, every audio clip got used in some form. It might be buried in the mix, but it's everybody is used, and it was a nightmare. Like, we talked about it a bit offline how my computer really struggled with the video edit, handling like 40 odd camera angles worth of footage or video clips at 1080p ish each. This poor little laptop was melting itself trying to get this video out.
You're getting your money's worth out of it. Look at that
Right.
way. Yeah.
Some people from that collaboration are in the chat, so shout out to ZD
Yes.
Major 7, Unfocused Tine, Ian Martin, and Dominic Arsenault. I hope I got you all. And thank you very much. And of course, thanks so much to Jer who played keys on that and the final song. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're fucking Jer. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to his Twitch channel, go into it right now, because his streams one of the best thing to happen during the pandemic, and they really helped, like me personally, with dealing with all that. And he also makes special performance for my daughter every fucking Sunday, and I can't appreciate that enough. So yeah, love you, Joe.
Best use of the scat patch, which sounds a lot worse than it does now that I've actually said it out loud. But you know what I'm talking about. The
DAO.
Yeah.
DAO.
Yeah, DAO.
The
Yeah.
DAO. Oh,
I'm gonna use that emote right now.
DAOs in chat.
yeah.
DAOs in chat.
Yeah. Let's make this chat well endowed.
Wow. Nicely done.
Yes.
Very nice.
All right.
Well, are we ready to
Cool.
to endow everyone's ears with the final half of your set?
Yes.
Yes. I can't take any more of your puns. Start the damn album.
Okay.
I don't think the video editing could get any more intense, so I think we're safe.
Yes.
Awesome, folks. Well, yeah, we are about to listen to Asteroid Driller, Martial Art Part 5, and June 4th, 2004. I hope to talk a little bit more about those song titles after the fact. But yeah, here it is, folks, the final segment of Martial Art's new album. Enjoy. Bam. There it is. Yeah, all the woos, all the W's in chat. Still not really sure what those W's are for. But thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you, Martial Art, for your incredible sonic and visual offering. Yeah, it just felt like a complete journey, and the way you guys cultivated that journey, throughout the entire length of the album is, yeah, it feels really, really strong and really powerful, and definitely resonated with me, and judging from the responses in chat, yeah, I think it resonated well with them as well.
Yeah, like hearing you say that is just like us hearing mission accomplished, right? That's what we were going for. So thanks so much.
Thanks so much, and thanks for having us.
And yeah, and thanks to everybody who's given their feedback in the chat too. Like it's really heartwarming to see it.
It's pretty good.
I'll take it.
It's fine.
Well, the rest of you should go over to their Bandcamp and take that album as well. Be sure to do that today, because it's Bandcamp Friday. All of the money that they get from sales is going to go towards them, and as we've said earlier, they are also going to be distributing a portion of that towards the ACLU and the Sisters Center. Wonderful charities to support, and definitely a message of the album as well. Yeah, guys, I mean, what are your final thoughts? What do you want to say now that we've exposed everything? now that everything's exposed, what do you have to say for yourself?
I didn't do it.
It was a fun project. Thanks, guys, for having me drum it, and thanks, Josh, for showing this virtual show. It was fun.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to the rest of the band. Really, like it's so like surreal in a way for me to be making like silly chiptune music and have this like great roster of musicians here who are like taking the stuff that like I would not be able to make myself, and just taking it and making things that blow my own mind. Like I get to make music that I like to listen to, and I would not be able to do it without you guys. So thanks, and I want to also say thanks to everybody who contributed to the massive sing along that we did. Like that's like it is the most ambitious thing that I think we've ever attempted, and like we would not have been able to do it without so many people who contributed their time and their effort into recording parts and sending them along. So just thanks to everybody. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
As per usual, thanks for having me in the band. It's really cool. Like, it's been really cool seeing martial art, grow and grow over the years from where it started, and then working with y'all on the album and getting to know those songs, and then like how many years later seeing like a full band take those songs on is just rad as all hell. So I'm super stoked to be a part of it, both in album production and live performance.
Thank you. I mean, I was talking about it backstage while you were like driving, but it's also kind of like weird but very awesome to see you play the part that I wrote, and like you play it kind of differently. It's like the riff of the Asteroid Driller is a prime example, because I wrote and played as like Smashing Pumpkins in the 90s.
Yeah, you do it on the A string.
Yeah. Like I do it with octaves and like on the E and A string, but like you played as Tony Iommi in the 70s, and it's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, you're doing Cherub Rock. I'm doing like I can't Black Sabbath right now. Snowblind or something. Like,
Yeah. Well, I'm doing like Porcelain of the Vast Oceans, because that's where I stole that riff, basically. That I did that.
No. The key to originality is obscuring your references. We'll strike that. We'll edit that out in the video when we upload it to you.
I was like intentionally going for that vibe, as in like fuzzy, like octaves and stuff like that. Yeah. But like that was long ago, and like I'm really like seeing how the song kind of changes, like when new people come into the band, and like with drums and like the second guitar is like really. I mean, like I'm loving that martial art um, evolved from the like chiptune duo to like full-fledged band, and like I really love the rotating lineups because it makes it feels more like the like family project and like less as like regular band. You know what I mean? And like I feel like there are like aspects of band thing that kind of they kind of suck, like the internal conflicts and stuff like that, and like this rehearsal grind.
Band
And this
stuff.
band doesn't have any of that because it's just like nice people having
You're all
fun.
sweethearts. You're all
doing
sweethearts.
that together. Exactly, like it's.
And we rehearse on our own.
I was
Gotta
gonna say
remember
you're all
senior.
isolated. You
Mostly
don't.
recording every time we're doing that, like because just like it's fun project. Let's do it, and every time like it's just a blast to be a part of it. So yeah, thank you guys, and like thanks everyone like who listens to our music and gives like the support to just like this weird fucking thing that we do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
BGM.
Shout out to Jer in the chat right now
Yeah.
talking about our band planning process.
Yeah. No, I mean like yeah. Jerry's really appreciative of all this management thing that we do. Thank you, Jerry.
Yes. Yeah, the thing is, he's not exaggerating. Like we're actually working on another cover right now, and like Jared just summarized the exact like last 10 messages that we've exchanged about the part that he's doing.
Oh my
I
god.
need to get in on that. Like that's I've been slacking in band chat due to other reasons.
Hey,
That's another conversation that we can't have here.
That's
Secret
private.
secret stuff.
You signed in the A, man. Not talking.
Oh. Well, that's
But
good.
yeah, we
Should
got that Discord open now. So if anybody wants to,
drop the
ask
link
us
in
a
there.
question or even get involved, hit us up.
Yeah.
I'll put some YouTube links, whatever.
Do we have a shitpost channel? We should have a shitpost channel.
probably should.
Coming right up.
Yep, I will get on that like right this instant.
Fresh channel. Huge props to anybody who gets to post the first shit post on the martial art Discord.
So someone beat me to it.
Oh shit! Oh damn! There's 2 shit posts. Oh no!
Oh, there's dual shitpost channels in
Oh,
the Discord
man.
right now. You better
Dwelling
join
of-
now before one of them get deleted.
Dwelling of dueling
Just want to
shit posts.
Jared's first in both of them. Great.
Oh my god.
The game is rigged.
Oh, that's joyous. Should we take that as a segue to talk about what the rest of you guys are all up to, or what we have to look forward to in the future from martial art and the members thereof?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Kev, you are doing stuff. I'm sorry, I just have Jeffrey's notes here. But you are doing stuff. That is a complete statement, and a place that you are doing stuff is over on YouTube. There, I see that you've made some contributions to the Chicory soundtrack.
Yeah. I got to play drums on some tunes from Chicory. I got connected with Lena through Grant Stemage. And yeah, I was able to kind of play some whimsical jazzy stuff for that soundtrack, and pretty cool to have drums in a game. I think it's the first time I got to do that, so
It's really cool.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is really good. I haven't played the game yet, but the soundtrack as
it's an amazing soundtrack.
If it's
really
anything
Yeah.
as good as Celeste, which is my absolute jam, I haven't checked the soundtrack out yet or the game, but I plan on. But Celeste is like one of my all-time favorites, and Lena's music is awesome. So it's really cool that you're involved with her.
Yeah, it was cool. I think otherwise I'm working on some stuff with Stemage and Dino and Steve, that Brave Wave band. Yeah, we have some stuff coming out next year, some various tracks on a Brave Wave compilation. Yep. And I see Josh posted my website. I got some stuff on there. I do some YouTube videos like anime themes when I have some downtime. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's hard to keep track. I do a lot of collaborations with people, whoever needs drums, so I'm always happy.
I'm drawing on Duels. He's been on a few of my arrangements the past year.
Yeah. It's always a good time.
And Kev is a complete pro too. Like,
Yeah.
you give him something to play and give him your requirements, and he'll have parts to you in like a day or two, and they're solid, rock solid every time. Like, I might be stretching your I don't know your schedule and your abilities there now, but like it's he's great, and you're always so gracious to be on someone else's music. So
Yeah, I'll
Thanks.
second that for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as a person who hates mixing drums, like mixing Kev is always a pleasure because he does half job for you and he's very clean and solid. So
I
yeah.
try to be easy to work with, but I don't know about that 1 to 2 day turnaround time. That's not a guarantee. So, if you're lucky.
We still should finish that Halo cover.
Oh yeah. I'll add to the list.
Yeah. The Beyonce Hello. That's the one I mean.
Mhm.
Oh man. Well, and speaking of Jer's talking about Corey's DoD entries and stuff like that. We've got a link for Corey's Dwelling of Duels catalog there in chat, as well as
second place last month. Congrats.
Oh yeah, like I've noticed a weird trend this year. I will place on every odd month, like January, March, May, July, and this past September. So
keep an eye on November.
Right, not this coming month. Probably won't place. But
Skip that.
November, I might squeak by with the second and third place. I'm just glad it's not even because of the pressure to place during that month would be, that streak would be broken.
Yeah, they've got Wii games this month, so that's going to be out of that. That's pretty broad.
I have ideas.
Anonymity, no, don't compromise. And then of course we've got Jer who's in the chat. We shouted out his Twitch channel. Obviously, definitely go and follow him. But yeah, he's also playing live shows with Playing with Power, and you can check out their music thusly. As well, he's a huge pillar over at VGLeadsheets.com. And if you're not aware of that, they're basically taking video game music and making it accessible in the form of lead sheets. That's a huge mountain of work that I'm glad somebody is willing to do. So yeah, definitely.
I am a contributor to VG Lead Sheets, and it's always a pleasure to work with these guys. And shout out to ZD Major and Eric MG. Probably someone else that I don't see in the chat right now, but who's also in that community. And this is a very lovely community, very supporting, and people help each other to improve and to become better musicians. And it's been also one of the best parts of the last year, all the pandemic experience, because we joined the Discord channel, and it became a huge part of my life. So yeah, you guys are lovely. Thanks so much.
Oh, sorry, Kevster, you're trying to post a link there. Hold on a sec.
Oh, it was just a lead sheets. I was surprised nobody did it.
No, I posted it up there, but anyways.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Sheets. Oh, that's awesome. Oh man. Well, what's coming up next for Martial Art? I mean, you guys have this awesome release, great album, beautiful music. What's next?
Well, we're always shooting around ideas for the songs we want to cover. We probably got a list of I don't know a dozen or so things that is on our to-do list. We got a couple of original songs that have been in the works for 4 years. Our songwriting process is glacier pace. The song at the opening of this set, we've had work in progress and demos going back as far as like 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're slow. But I mean, Mikhail and I, we're also dads, so we have priorities to balance out.
We are dead rock.
We are the best. We are the I don't know, the world's first chiptune dad rock band.
And you can post about it in Dad Chat on the Discord.
We actually have a dad channel, a dad chat channel. So all the dads in the community, feel free to hop in.
There it is.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Dads only though. If you're not, you can't go. Can't go in.
have
Yeah.
allergy to the kids' photos. Just avoid that chat because there's gonna be a lot of them. So yeah, like Jeffrey said, we have some songs we've been sitting on forever, and someday we should probably kind of just get our shit together and do the proper second album of the original material, because like this one is just like I have kind of like doing the half-ass job with that, like with all the old material and all, but really should like finish the second album. And there's also talks about like the another ultimate set with like even more video game covers, because we've been like with DoD we did like some songs that would be great to play as a band. Like Corey did a lot of them. I did couple.
We have a surprising amount of Animal Crossing tracks among us.
Yeah.
Well,
Like 3.
because Animal Crossing has amazing music and Kiki Slider is just the best composer ever. Like, round of applause for Kiki Slider. Give it up, guys. And also there is this like Russian subdivision of martial art that's called martial art PAL version, which is me and my friend playing guitars to Jeff's NAS backing tracks, and we're playing NAS music exclusively. Well, aside from a couple dumb jokes that we also do, like Santa Barbara theme song, which is very obscure and weird choice for the American audience, but like very close to home for Russian people. I don't know if you know what Santa Barbara is, but yeah, it's a thing that happened. And we also like always like in talks like that we should record and like release that material because it has some NAS deep cuts like Kickmaster and some other
I
songs.
feel like a PAL version album is a good obvious next choice because the arrangements are already there.
Yeah.
You guys had a taste of that on like the bonus stage show that you played, right? Like if you remember that, like the solo material that Mikhail did. That's what we're talking about there.
We probably should play another bonus stage show, like because now I can bring the second guitarist into my room and we can play the proper set. Probably. Let's talk about that, Josh.
Let's do that. Yes, please.
And yeah, and also like we did that mini bosses thing, like the tribute album.
Oh yeah, right.
For a mini boss drummer, and so now we have some Mega Man songs we can add to the set. So yeah, so I guess that's what like. It's hard to say what actually is gonna be next because like it's always like kind of frantic and chaotic with all this dead life and stuff, and being responsible adults. But like I think like I'm pretty sure there's like one song that's coming up real soon, and I have no fucking idea how I'm personally gonna play it because it's kind of tricky for me. But
You'll figure it out. I trust you.
You'll figure it out.
Halfway there, so yeah, we'll do it.
Everyone believes in you, Mikhail.
Yeah. You're an absolute shredder. You got this.
Wait, did you even watch the video that we just put together? Like, if you got through that, no problem. Maybe you can do this one little cover.
Like, dude, like you did all the work. I just like set up my camera and lighting and like played half enthusiastically, like on camera. It was like everything's like second take or something. I just I feel like I
First take.
One take.
one
One
take.
take. That's what we all did.
Wonder.
No
Straight through
punches.
too.
We're professionals, but I mean, like, I feel like I did like half-assed job on that, and you just like spent, I don't know, the entire life of like editing and mixing. So yeah, thank you so much, because like it wouldn't happen without you.
I mean, I didn't have any instrument parts to learn
That's
before,
like
so I mean, I had to put my effort somewhere.
Yes.
I think you probably put more time in than all of the rest of it.
Combined.
The editing work.
No, I just wanted to be able to showcase like the parts that you guys are giving me. Like, I think it's really nice to be able to put together something that really shows off all the talent that's in this little collective that we've got here. So I just wanted to do justice to what you guys do. That's all I'm doing.
Wow.
This conversation just feels like a big group hug.
But that's what martial art is as a band. Like we are just like a giant family that gets together and hangs out and makes stressful music, and then
Hugs it out.
And then go to MacFest and play a stressful live set and just skip all the MacFest, things to do whatsoever, because like we just practice and then play this show like with have the thing go straight to hell, like stuff like that, and then like self-doubt ourselves, like, did we play a good show? I'm not actually sure.
It's
I don't know,
normal.
like, it's my like MacFest last MacFest experience. It was just like, I think like I was just like fucking beating myself until I saw the final mix of the MacFest set, and then I was like, that's actually pretty good. And also GLaDOS came to see us, like, you can't beat that. I mean, GLaDOS is the martial art fan certified.
Yeah, definitely. You should get her to do
Certified.
some lines, some sound bites for your next set.
oh yeah, that's
Narrated or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were saying next time we perform, we'll probably have to get Eric and do dual drummers.
Yes.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to be involved with the logistics of that, but I want to see it happen.
Right.
You're gonna mix it, we all know that.
At the very least, you could trade off instruments, but yeah, like two drum kits on stage. Now you're getting into some post rock, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it would be great to bring also like people who played like on all the collaborations and covers, like the Kiki Cruising song with the actual trumpet. Shout out to
Yeah,
Eric
that would
and
be
Jim
cool.
with the stellar job on that.
There was drums and percussion in the Breath of the Wild Animal Crossing track I did, so you could probably work something out like that.
I just think every time we talk about like adding new members to this band, I'm like, well, how am I going to squeeze some chiptune parts into this?
I know, right?
Just double.
No,
Just double everything.
NES Noise Explosion. Just have it go the whole set.
That's
Done.
fine.
Done.
Put it on a sample pad and just
Or you can play guitar. Get some
barely.
dirt guitar in there.
Barely.
Get a little bit closer to that seventh layer,
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, all right, guys. How we feeling? Are we ready to log off and wrap this all up?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Put it
think
in
so.
a big, pretty
Much for
bow.
hosting this, Josh.
I got to eat dinner. I just got off work.
We can go on not forever, but yeah.
Mikhail, you've
It's been a while.
got the rest of the
Anyway.
day ahead of you. Although it sounds like you're probably just gonna nap it off.
Yeah, let me sleep.
Awesome.
Zidi said it.
Well, folks, don't sleep on this album. I'm going to drop the link in in the chat there one more time. Definitely head on over and grab that before it's too late. Everybody, Corey, Jeffrey, Kev, Mikhail, Jer in text mode as well. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your music and your talents with us. Just an amazing time, absolutely. And I'll be listening to your album probably tomorrow. Again, just to bask in that hashtag bask. But yeah, everybody in chat, thank you again for being here. I definitely want to say thank you again to Munz for his contribution earlier. That was a lot of fun as well.
Go buy his album. Go buy his album.
Go
now.
buy that one.
Oh,
yes.
good.
Please
So
do.
sick.
So sick, and that was huge fun.
It kicks your butt.
It kick masters your butt. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I need to stop. Maybe the only
Never
way
stop.
the only
Never,
way
never
my
stop.
wordplay is gonna stop is if we end the stream. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed all the music and continue to enjoy it for days to come. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. All right. Anyways, yeah. Thanks everybody. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. See ya.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night and goodbye.